Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming. Today is day 2, the evening group. So yesterday, or I don't know if it was this morning, I'm losing track, but we started on Julio's outbound Vapi car dealership. And I was running into a bit of trouble, if you recall, on this workflow. I've managed to fix it. Okay. And I'll share it with you and put it in I'll put it in the school group. I fixed it and it works. So Julio, I'd like to call you if I can. Can I have it call you?
Sure.
Okay.
Thing is, I have a Mexico number, so let me find my US number.
Shouldn't
Oh,
matter.
cool.
Julio. Wait, what's your last name? Julio Lara. Because it's gonna make so I'll show you it working, and then I'll show you guys behind the scenes of how this is set up, and you could do with it as you need. I made some custom variables. It's pretty cool. Oh, Laura.
Awesome.
Okay. I did make the last name required because it just seems easier to. But if you're giving the phone number and stuff, like who cares? I want the number. So this is just a form I made. I'm sorry. What's your number?
It's gonna be. I think you need to type 52 first for the country code. 552. Then it's 662 418 9288.
There's got to be some sort of country code here.
52 is the country code.
I know, but I don't know how to put it in. Do I do like +152? Here, let me do this. Let's ask my friend.
Well, try plus 52, I think.
Do what? This will work?
I think it would.
But it's going to come through on our phone as 526, not 52. There's no break. Like it's not an area. See, because you have more digits than fit on ours. Let me just ask it. Say, I need to dial this number.
Yeah, the 52 is the extra number there. Okay. The country code. US is 1, Mexico is 52, and so on.
I'll ask my friend. And then you're telling me that it's 52624. Is this right?
No, you could raise the 52 because the 52 is the.
Will you put it in the Zoom? I'm sorry. Will you mind putting it in the Zoom? Typing it? If I'm doing it wrong.
Yes, I'll do it. I do it.
Thank you.
So the number is this. This is actually this is the number.
Cool, thank you. Got it.
The error code is going to be 52. So 52 is
the number.
The country code. Sorry, 52 is the country code, but the number is the first one.
Got it. 52, and then these digits, right? 662 418. Oh, I see. That's your area code. There, got it. Okay. Oh, plus. Stupid me. So if you do plus, let's see. Well, let's just see if it works. I'm gonna do plus. Maybe. Let's see if it works. What's an email?
Let's try Julio.Lara at MKT, like marketing.
Yeah.
.com.
That short name? That's good. Okay. I added a consent on here so you can text them. I'll show you it when the form. I didn't connect these. So let's see if that works. It's not going to tell me if it doesn't work. I'll only know is if you don't get a call in the next 5 seconds. Yeah, you did.
Not yet.
So fix that. Let me show you how I made this form. So this is just a form, right? That's all I'm serving up. If I do phone here, let me edit the form. I wonder if I can change the phone to have the little area code picker, the country code picker. Yeah, there we go. So if I enable Here, this will
I
work.
have
No
a US
problem.
number. Maybe you could call me. I bought a US number. I think I'll forward it to my phone.
This should work. I added the country code.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'll just find Mexico in here somewhere. That's a lot of them. Gee whiz.
Yeah, a little bit more. Less.
Mexico. There we
Yes.
go. And then the number is
Six,
in the chat. I got it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Julio.lara at
ISI.
isimkt.com.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try it again. If it doesn't work, I'll call your other number. Is it not ringing?
Not yet.
Okay. It works. I know it works. Give me your local number.
Okay, the US number. Let me find it again. It's 628 is the area code. 628.
Yeah.
Then it's 288 4428.
Okay. I know it works. I was calling myself.
Yeah, that's probably the number.
Probably. All right. Well, fingers crossed. I'll try it again with my number. Let me see if I'm getting any trouble in Make. Here's the logs. Let me refresh that so I can see all the operations. There's the operation that we're doing right there. You didn't get it?
Not yet.
Huh. All right, let me do it. I know it
Yeah,
works.
let's
So
try
that
with another one.
okay. Hmm. I swear this is working really well. Like this afternoon, I can show you all the calls. What's weird? Samir. Sorry about that, Samir. Hey, Samir. Um, what the heck's going on here? There's me. I just came through. Let me look at Vapi. So this happens, and what do you do? So I got to go to Vapi and see if anything happened here. There'd be an outbound call. See, so it did do an outbound call. I'm wondering if it's coming through as spam. Although I got it before on my phone, as you could see earlier today. But it's not making that call right this second. So what you need to do then is make sure that your Vapi billing is up to date. Okay, so I have money in my, honestly, this happens. If you stop, be able to get calls, check this. There's a wallet type deal. So be aware of this is billing for Vapi. That's odd. It really works. I mean, I I didn't invent this. I used someone's let me show you what it is. So basically there's a form and why there's no reason this shouldn't work. So if I go back, so in the contacts, it created a new contact for you. Okay. So this is a snapshot I'll share with you guys. So basically when they submit that form, it creates an opportunity and it sends out the webhook to make the call. Right? Actually, hold on. I want to get this out of here. Sorry, hold on. I want to do, sorry. This, see, I want to send it. Sorry, guys. Workflow. I'll reverse in 1 second and explain. So there's two automations in here, right? One is called the form submitted. It adds the contact and adds them to this opportunity board for leads, right? Then I'm sending them to the make outbound call automation, right? Which is if the opportunity status has changed, or if I add the tag outbound call. So you could add the tag to all your list and drip out calls, right? So they would just get added to here. You could put wait steps, whatever you want to do to make this legit. So this sends this webhook to make, and then I remove the tag outbound call. So watch. So this will definitely work. So I'm going to send your. Actually, I didn't try. Yeah, so this was working. I was testing this all day. Let me try this to your. I'm going to do it to mine because this is working like a charm. There we go. So mine's working.
Yeah.
Great. So okay, so that's interesting. So now this is going to work. The form had no sorry, I was messing around with this because the tutorial I was rewatching from this amazing dude who's really good at Vapi. It's supposed to work like if I drag Julio's contact on the call, it's supposed to trigger the call, but it never worked, even though I followed his instructions explicitly. So I added this tag thing here. So, but now I'm sending all form submissions for that form at least into the workflow for you. Sorry. So this will work. Does that make sense, guys? The little tiny error I made? Great. Say good. We're in this together. So this tiny little thing here will work. And then the way it's set up is this. All you got to do is go to settings, custom values. I took out the custom field. So I made you 3 custom values here. This is very important. When you get the snapshot, these are going to be blank. Remember, you need 3 of them. You need your Vapi API key, the assistant ID, the bot's ID number, and the phone number that's going to call. And here's how you do it. In Vapi, you're in your organization, your client's organization, you go to API key, you just hit copy, and you paste it right into that custom, to that custom value and go into go high level. Then you get your phone number. So you can pick any phone number you want for the outgoing call, which will matter based on how it's mapped for the incoming call, right? So I'd want my outgoing call to match an incoming call number, essentially. But for now, I don't care because you guys I'm just playing around with it. But this is your ID number here. You just copy that with this little icon here, and that copies the phone ID. And then the assistant that you want to call, which in this case was this car dealership, I get this ID number, I copy it, and I paste it all into these IDs. Okay, so you can make, if you extrapolate from the form, this is super simple. You could make another form. You can make any permutation of a form you want to trigger. As long as you add that tag, it'll trigger. You can add your own tags to make it trigger. This whole trick is just this one automation here. Right, that's it. And so any triggers you want to make the call, go ahead. You can select the whole group, add them to this workflow, but that triggers it. The whole setup is here. So let me show you how go high level work. I mean, how make is set up. So all I did, you don't have to do anything. It's all set up now out of the box where all you need to know is the webhook that it's going to create when you load this for yourself. That's it. That's what the webhook you're going to call in that step. Okay. I already set this up for you where I'm taking the custom data that gets sent through the webhook, right? So there's this webhook, and I added 3 custom data values with the custom variables. So if you want to send stuff to any webhook, so here's the thing, guys. Let's say you don't know how to use like Service Titan or something. I don't really know how to use it. I guarantee, and that's a home services calendaring business, which is huge competition, massive competition. If you are somewhat knowledgeable about how to add data from go high level like anything else to a webhook, you could start using more advanced tools. Make is a more advanced tool. Zapier would be one, right? But it opens up the possibilities. It takes some research, but once you know this, it's just another few tutorials so you understand how to hit Service Titan scheduling things. So theoretically, you could send the schedule, the scheduling data in a way that Service Titan may want it. You just got to figure out what the right data structure is. This is not a data structure class, but there's the data. All you got to do is structure. You guys have seen these JSON files over and over again with these, these amazing variables. They just sends through text files. It looks like this. So in make, by the way, if you wonder what's going on, just literally open every single thing up. And it lists everything in there. It's crazy. But I didn't write this scenario, but it works great. So I'll share this with y'all. You could look through it if you want, but it does a lot of cool things like, it makes the HTTP request. These are sorting aggregators, right? Like parse, take out the name and the model and the voice. So what this does is this is called the technique of this is called I forgot the name of it, but it's a much more advanced technique where when you give it the assistant ID, it pulls the whole prompt and all of that settings into a one object that it then starts manipulating. So once you get good at Vapi, like I said before, you can do all your work in Make. And it gets really crazy if you can do, I mean, they do it in Python. You can do it by the drag and drop stuff too, I would imagine. But if you know Python, they do a lot of stuff using just Make now. This no code stuff is huge. And it's relatively new to me, frankly, in my years of existence. So I'll save this. So I'll share this with y'all. Any questions about that? How we did that?
No, the weird thing is that the moving of the opportunity did not trigger, right? So
I know
we
I
can,
can't get that. And so let's look at that real quick. Maybe we could figure it out. So look, this should work when it's moved from the pipeline, my pipeline, to the to call stage. You think that would work, but when you save it, it says you have to do opportunity status changed. There's only two settings, and they
no, but
don't.
I think that you got the wrong trigger. Isn't I
Is
got
that
that
it?
mistake. Yeah, try the other one. Is opportunity moved or something? It's
Opportunity changed. Oh, my
yeah,
bad.
that's the
Thank
one.
you. Thank
It
you.
was not the status. Yeah,
Nice. Thank you. There we go. So this will be fixed. Uh,
the pipeline stage. Yeah,
yeah, awesome. Thank
that's
you.
it.
Awesome. It's doing too many things at once, guys. All right, cool. Let's try this again because it is annoying. It should work. So, and then you have this whole nice little flow here. Um, so I'm gonna drag myself into here. See if it calls me. Should, right?
It should.
I don't know if it's calling me or not. Yeah. So it is coming through as spam, just so you know. So
But that's a different issue.
it is a totally different issue. Thank you very much. It's a totally different issue, but be aware of it because like clients are gonna get mad. And it's gonna happen. So let's see. But you only got to deal with it a few times. So let me just undo this. Nah, never mind. I'll do it later. Okay, so we know that it's working, but it's coming through as spam. And as I mentioned, doing the number through Twilio is better. Do you guys want me to teach you how to do it through Twilio? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, good. All right. So let me go there. So I'm gonna go to Twilio. And again, if once you know Twilio, you've moved up a level in telephony because it's got all sorts of features, including chatbots and this and that. It's super complicated. It's the pro level, but it's the real deal here, and it works with everything. So you do log in or sign up. I think I already logged in. Let's see. Let's see if I have an account. Hope I can sign up with Google. Oh, thank God. All right, so you sign up. It's not free. You got to pay for the numbers, but it's probably a little bit cheaper than going through Vapi, to be honest with you. Okay, so it sent me a thing. Okay. It's super secure. I mean, this is no joke website. They have billions. This is a multi-billion dollar company.
The best part, I don't know whether you know, in Twilio, you don't need A2P for calling. You just need A2P for SMS.
Yep. So all you got to do, I'm going to go to phone numbers, manage, buy a number. I don't think I own any numbers. Holy shit. I don't know. I thought I owned all these numbers. I was like, oh my God. Okay, cool. So what you do is you want to do, I'm just going to do voice. I don't care about SMS and there'll be more numbers. So you could do the number and you could do, the area code I would want here in Chicago will be like 312. The first part of the number will look at the area code. So I'll do search. No results. So it doesn't like that area code at all, which is why I did 313, frankly. Detroit. I'm from Detroit as well. Shit, no numbers there either. There we go. All right. So you buy the number. So it's not going to do outside. See if it tells you got to be SMS required, you got to agree. So in order to do this, you have to do an emergency address, and whatever that means. So that I think if someone calls 911, they come here. I don't
Josh,
know how.
A2P through Vapi, is it easier than high level?
You don't need A2P in Vapi. It's voice only.
No, but
because
if you send a text, if we send a text as well,
no,
it's
because you
voice,
can't
but
send a text through Vapi. You can't send a text through your Vapi number, but you can through your Twilio number. I'm not.
Well,
It's yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Your Twilio number through Vapi, like you're doing right now, is it easier than high level or faster, I should say, to go through the process?
No, it's not faster.
Okay,
I don't
so
know
it's
if
the
it's
same
faster or
thing.
not. I've never done it, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Okay.
I
Josh,
guarantee you that they like go high level less than they like Twilio. Meaning,
Yeah.
like the people that approve it, I'm sure they mistrust go high level like crazy.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yeah.
Josh, you don't need to do this address. You will be charged for this for no reason. I
don't
just
want
did
to
it
get
like
charged.
Yeah, they will charge you for this $1 or something, $1 or $1.50 a month. So this is
But
in
I don't have to
case.
do this.
No, you don't need to.
Okay, good. So then all I got to do is go to active numbers. See, where is that here? When you go to Vapi, so I'm going to import a number into Vapi. So you do import, it asks for certain things, the phone number, the account SID, the auth token, the label. You only need a couple of them. So I need the phone number here. Oops, excuse me. I'm not paying them anything, so I don't know how they are letting me do this.
You will. When you buy a phone number, it's going to be $1.50 a month.
I know I don't mind paying, but they don't have my credit card yet, is what I'm saying.
They will ask you in the billing.
Oh no, I have a $10 trial.
Oh, okay. Then you don't need to pay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So
just so that you know the next step that you are doing, you need to turn off your cameras and all, like
sure.
the screen, because your secret keys will come up.
Yeah, got it. I have to configure the voice number. So let's do that. Let's just deal with any of this stuff. That's fine. Where so the I need the SSI. So there's the phone number SID, which you put in there. And then you need an authorization token, which is I'm gonna guess it's an admin. Let's see. Admin.
Honestly, Twilio is like Go High Level. It's a maze. Just go to jump to that search button. Just type auth. You will get it.
Thank you.
Authorization code. Auth code.
Okay, cool. So you need this little code here. This account SID. The account SID, not the number SID. So the thing I just showed you on the number itself, you don't need that. It's going to pull it from here. But I also need an authorization token, which is, let's see. The authorization token.
It is right there, I guess. The auth token is relocated. Now you can find the API keys there. No. Just stay there. Just stay there.
Yeah, over here. Got it. So you go over here to API keys and tokens, and it looks like there's my token here. I can view it. I'm gonna copy it. Please don't use it. Oh, whatever. I have a $10 fee. So I paste this in here, and I can say whatever you want. Demo number. Import it from Twilio. And there's your number. So sorry, it took a little bit around the block, but pretty easy. So go to Twilio, sign up, buy a number here. It moves around. So I just searched for authorization, and I clicked on general settings. It's showing me this account SID. Okay. And then I did auth token. And it does. Oh yeah. So over here, I'm sorry, over here on the left in this menu, it's just right here, API keys and tokens. It's down here. It's hidden. You copy it and you paste it into here. Any questions?
My question is, I didn't get the why are we doing it through Twilio instead of a Vapi
So
directly?
let's see if this doesn't get marked as spam. And the reason is because
okay.
big companies and existing companies, a lot of them already use Twilio. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty darn sure that behind the scenes, Vapi uses Twilio. They're charging us a bit more. Do we care at $2 a month versus $1.15 a month or whatever? Like, no, but if you had a ton of numbers, you don't need to use Twilio. You could always buy your number, but I want to see if it's going to come through as spam or not. They have the same area code, and here's how I'm going to do it. All I need is the new number ID here. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to the custom variables, custom values, and I'm just going to paste this in here on the phone ID. I'm going to change that so it's coming from my Twilio number. I mean, telephony, go high level makes telephony easy, but it's never been. I mean, it's really not easy. People, you get consultants and businesses helping you out. So we'll test this by I'll send myself through. I'll send you through it. So let's see. I'll send us both through it. So I go to make outbound call, test the workflow. I'll put Julio and I both through it. See what happens. Now that came through. No problem.
Cool. Not me yet, but did before.
That's funny. So I'm not paying for Twilio, so it's saying you need to pay to use the number, but it did work. Did you get the call?
No, not yet. It did before, but not now.
Okay. Well, I got it. Hopefully I have your number correct. I theoretically could have your phone number wrong, but I doubt it if it worked once.
Yeah,
So
because
that's it didn't work. Sorry. Whoa, fly. Sorry. So I'm going to give you the snapshot. You can try it all you want. But I got to pay or something. It was giving me this weird warning. Can't go back. All right. So are we good with the outbound caller, Vapi, Twilio? Cool. All right. Let's move on.
Josh, I don't know whether it's relevant, but you can import that Twilio number into Go High Level.
Will you show me how to do? Can we do that? Right now, please?
It is.
I'm not kidding.
Steps, and no, you need to reach out to support. They will change in the back end.
No kidding.
And I have a document I'll share in the group. It's a detailed document. You need to do some steps. So what you eventually end up doing is you replace lead connector and you use all incoming, outgoing, SMS, everything through lead connect through Twilio.
Yes, I get it.
And this works worldwide because Go High Level does not allow multiple other countries, but Twilio does.
Can you take someone's existing number and get it into Twilio? Like if you have a client that they've been advertising with their freaking cell phone number and that's just the number they demand.
Nah. Cell phone numbers, no. But if it is a VoIP virtual number, then yes. But it totally depends on the platform where the number currently exists. You can port it into Twilio, but it has its own layout. Like it takes 10 days, and then during that 10 days, service would be out, maybe not. So I rather not go into those routes. I just forward the normal number to a Twilio number and then capture the data and calls.
That's good to know. So there you go. You get Go High Level support involved.
Just sorry for the question. Maybe it's not the case, but since in Mexico we don't use basically those numbers, right? We don't basically normally use them because there's very few Mexico numbers available. But why are we like doing not high level or Vapi? Because Twilio is less spammy number or what?
You can't use Vapi with a Go High Level phone number.
Oh, okay.
So, and if you want to take over their text messaging for the business, a lot of times they already have a phone and they don't want to change the number because they're advertising. That's a huge issue. It may be a virtual number. They don't care. It's like, well, I mean, so that's a problem that I've run into more than once. So the solution where I showed you where you can take a call at least and start a conversation and using tags segmented out with one number. Another thing you could do is you could buy one toll-free number, like an 800 number, 866-855. So it looks national, kind of, I guess. It's some people don't want to pick up those texts, but they're going to see them in their text messages. And I also know that with Twilio, you can, with your phone number, you can do things with it, like you could add all sort. You could do more things in A2P. You could do things where the caller ID is what you want, just like you can do in Go High Level with making the number less spammy. You can do the same things here. I'm almost 1,000% positive Vapi and even Go High Level use Twilio behind the scenes. There's no other people in the world that do this as big as them. And I know they make their money on volume deals. But look, this has its own voice AI. So they're adding tools all the time. So that's why I'm trying to teach you guys techniques in addition to tools. Like, let's look at this. Get a number. So I did this. I have a Twilio number. Confirm your programming language. Wow. I mean, they're going to start adding some crazy stuff. My programming language. Well, this gets a little harder. So that's why Twilio is not for the lighthearted. It's actual programming. But luckily, one of them is PHP, which is WordPress. That's an old language. There's lots of PHP developers out there. And then there's Node, which is JavaScript. And ChatGPT could probably do this for you. I wouldn't be surprised if you could pick one of these and say, ChatGPT, write the code for this, write the code for that. And it would just do it. I'm not kidding. So I'm not going to get into this, but you can do, things here. I don't know how, but I'm assuming that this programming language somehow interacts with their backend Vapi-like thing where there's no interface for it. Vapi provides a very nice looking, easy to use interface, which is one of the reasons I'm willing to pay the extra mile. I like to have, I don't need the Ferrari of tools, but I like to have the Cadillac of tools. The good Chevy 2500 tool. Like, I want a good, solid beast of a tool. And I know there's other options out there. I'm looking at Assistable. I looked at that, Samir. It's just slightly different. But again, these are skills that you can take anywhere. All right. So I think I've worked with everyone on the call, at least for a bit, one-on-one. Did I miss anyone that's on the call tonight? No? Okay. So let's do something different for at least a half hour or so. Let's run some numbers, or we can talk about the different kinds of offers you guys can make. Okay, so how can you make money doing bots? It's good to know. So let me open up, what's it called? Sheets? Yeah. And we'll use ChatGPT to help us. All right, so I'll make a new sheet. I'll share it all with you. And the school group is growing. There's lots of, the class is growing. There's tons of stuff in there. Okay, so we'll call this Masterclass. Masterclass, whatever. Okay, so this first sheet, we'll call it creating an offer. Okay, so if you've taken some of my other classes, we've kind of done this a couple times, I think. If you took the 30-day challenge, I definitely spent time on this. So basically, you need to know a few things to come up with an offer. You need to know your niche. You need to know the person that you're selling to. You need to know the problem that you're solving. You need to know the, hold on, I have good notes here. You need to know the, here, one second. I'm taking notes from other master classes from other people. So let's see here. Yeah. So the problem, the path. And this is gold that I'm about to share with you because I just kind of figured this out. I mean, figured this out recently. The price and proof. Okay. So you need a niche. Let's pick a niche. I'll pick one. We'll do roofing. Okay. The person, we'll call him or her, I guess, whatever. I'll just say Bob. And he is the owner. Okay. The problem is answering the phones after hours. This is just one problem. There could be multiple. Okay. Your solution will solve it. The path is your AI-powered CRM. The price can be, we talked about this, it could be one time, it could be monthly, and it could be monthly plus setup. We'll talk about different price points for that I've gotten out there and seen all over the place. Proof. So this is the one thing that's going to be hard to get when you're just starting out. How do you prove that they should work with you? Right? So if you have clients, ask them for proof. Literally, start getting your proof so that you can do exactly what I'm doing. And I'm not going to hide it. So I use this cool tool called Senja. And I'll paste it in the group. But basically, this gives me a link that I can send out to clients. I can paste it in my school group, and it will build automatically beautiful looking, embeddable widgets that look really gorgeous that you can paste, on your website. You've seen it. It's down here at the bottom, right? So this is social proof. You can either get social proof from testimonials from clients. You can get social proof from partners that you've worked with. You can even get social proof about your character and your education and your training. It doesn't have to be a client success yet if you don't have them, just to be clear. So get social proof. This tool is really cheap, but however you do it, it's really important to do social proof. So that is the P in the proof. Okay. And this is testimonials, happy customers, partners, etc. Okay. So this is step one in creating an offer. Is you need to know this stuff. You need to define it, right? You need to define this. Okay. So you can use this for yourself and just put it in a new thing here. So once you've defined this, now watch this. This is going to be fantastic. You won't believe this. I'm going to go to my friend ChatGPT, and I'll give you this too. Let's see here. Let me get it set up. This works for any niche. You won't believe it. I mean, it's so incredible. I know I say that a lot. And if I'm saying you won't believe it a lot, it's amazing because I'm an old guy. So I'm going to tell it this. I'm going to say, don't forget. So here's what I did. All I did is I copied this text. And I'm going to say, I need help coming up with a great offer for my for my AI-powered, right, CRM and conversational AI solution. Look at the following and make my offer and create my offer. And the reason I feel comfortable doing this with ChatGPT is because it spits out really good numbers that I personally use more than once, and it knows the market. So it's like this is like having a business analyst sitting next to you, doing the research. Give me a total addressable market. I'll show you how to do it if you want. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to paste in this little text that I did. I'm going to put in semicolons here. So fix it up a little bit. Bob, owner, path, the price. If you've taken Russell Brunson, the path is the vehicle. No one gives a shit about the ride. They want to get to the destination. So you're going to pitch them the destination, right? I'm going to do X for you. I will 2X your business. I will do this, do that. So let's see what ChatGPT does. And it's usually pretty solid. Impressively solid is the starting point. I mean, I didn't want all these gimme gaws, but look, it's making like a sick offer. And I can be like, so here's what I'll do. So it just spits something out. It's not what I want at all. So let's keep going. I'm going to say, no, not a post. This is my 1-page offer sheet that I am building my agency off of, something like that. And then I'm going to say, I want you to come up with a price based on the market, based on the niche, and total addressable market, That just means it's going to look at how many people there are in the country. Because I'm going to want to use this date. Actually, I don't care about this right now. Sorry. Disregard that, please. With a price based on the niche. And then and my CRM is, $297 to $497 a month is a fair price for an ongoing business concern for them to pay you, because you're going to give them Go High Level and CloseBot and Vapi, right? So, and Make. You're not going to charge them for those tools. So they need a lot of tools. But let's say that the price here is $297 a month. Plus, we talked about the setup fee. That's cheap enough compared to $497, where you can get away with make $1,000 for yourself. Even if it takes you an hour or two, they don't care. Just you're going to deliver it with free onboarding. Not say free onboarding, with a 1 hour Zoom onboarding. So I'm just basically, because I've done this before, I guess, but I'm fleshing out what it kind of gave me up here. And I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to put it in a workspace yet. So we'll spit it out. So now it's giving me something beefy that I can build a website off of, that I can believe in, right? So here's the problem: missed calls, competitors, manual follow-up. So now we're getting into the three things that any human cares about, which is wealth, health, and relationships, right? So relationships, spend more time with your family, spend less time talking to your clients, yet build better relationships, whatever. It's a CRM, customer relationship management. So leverage that and go high level. So this gave me a very interesting single page offer sheet that I can use for myself, right? So I know what it is I'm selling. And then you can make a webinar around it. You can start making posts and making a single page website like I did for the masterclass, right? You could do the same thing. It doesn't have to be super complicated to sell this. So proof that it works. This isn't the best here, because I'll tell it I don't have any. Well, you're going to have to find, if you don't have social proof, like I said, don't make it up, but ask your family, ask your friends without the same last name as you. I'm serious. Just show that you're a good person is enough, and then put in actual client testimonials. So the special offer is, do we like this offer? Special offer: book now and get a free website chatbot integration. No. So it doesn't know what they're getting. Here is what they're going to get. See, so I'm looking at this, and it really doesn't. I mean, it's going to answer the after hours calls, book more jobs, lead nurture, all in one CRM. So there's no how here, right? It doesn't say how you're going to do it for them. And to be honest, that's actually kind of good, because they don't care. They didn't hire you to learn Go High Level. They hire me sometimes to learn it, but you don't want them to pay to learn Go High Level. You want it for results. It's going to be easier to sell them double your leads, triple your speed to lead time, right? You can make promises off of this. Is this resonating with it, you guys, of how you can just pretty easily start a conversation with ChatGPT to help anybody write the offer sheet, even if you don't really know what you're doing, but you believe in the AI and you want to sell it, which is a lot of people. They get into this business, but I've been there too. How do I sell it? I know this stuff's cool. I have the demos. I've got this. I've got that, but you don't have any clients. You got to have a really compelling offer. And what we're going over with the 3 Ps or the 7 Ps or however many there are, 6 Ps, this is important, right? Oh yeah. So one of them is pricing. Sorry. Packaging. Yeah. Pricing. Forgot about that. So a good price anywhere, honestly, from $297 to $497 a month, plus anywhere from $497 to $2,000 for a setup fee. Small family-owned business, they could be doing $10 million, and you're going to start answering their phones or doing a chatbot or something. Spend some time on the knowledge base, which we'll talk about too, how to make knowledge bases. Setup fee. You don't have to do that. It's optional. You could also do a one-time. This is a good thing too. If you want to do webinars and pitch like 5 home serve the same niche and pitch like 20 people at once with a webinar and try to get like 5 people to sign up at once for essentially the same product. You could do a one-time fee, like of you could charge like $10,000 almost. I'll say anywhere from 3K to 10K, honestly, 10K and up. And the reason you can charge this much money is because, for them to get all the tools themselves would cost at least probably $1,000. And you'll be providing support. If you sell a package for this much, this is a high ticket offer. So this is going from really low ticket all the way up to high ticket, guys. So however you feel comfortable selling your business, especially to start, if you got to go low ticket, go low ticket. If you got to add in a setup fee so you could eat while you're building your business at $497 a month, do that. You'll be surprised at what business people will say yes to. You'll be sure, oh, well, that was an easy sell. It's really incredible. So if you don't have the confidence, just know that if you have a little confidence, like when you're selling, hopefully you have some after watching all this stuff. They want this. They want this AI really bad. And so these prices are not ridiculous at all. They're really not. And these are cheap. Like I mentioned, voice bots with Vapi. 2 guys, young guys living in the coolest locations, building them for like 30 grand up front. Crazy. So there's so much money to be made. So it's more than just the chat bots, which is why I'm kind of hammering home the voice, the make integration. Chatbots have been around forever. ManyChat. You're competing with ManyChat. You're competing with the built-in live chat. You're competing with other chatbot widgets, right? So that's why I love the voice. So, and your package is going to include all that stuff. Okay. So, and it kind of knew this. So as this is getting better, the offer it's crafting is answering after hours calls. And I know I love that because this is a really engaging thing. A lot of businesses answer their phone during the day, but at night they don't answer them. You'd be surprised at the places that don't answer them and they have an answering machine and they listen to messages and that's it. Rather than literally having a person, maybe even them, answer their phones at night. It's really powerful, especially with call forwarding, emergency forwarding, telling you to call 911 if you're like a med spa. These are benefits that they're going to get with your thing. Book more jobs. That means money, wealth, lead nurture. That's relationships. You're going to enhance the relationship for them. An all-in-one CRM. You'll find that either they care about the CRM that you're using or they don't care at all because they're using their own. So but mention this because I really think you should drive home the fact that even if they have their own CRM, if they can't work with you because you're going to use Go High Level also, don't take them on as a client. It's not worth it. Always try to get them into Go High Level and they can keep their original, right? Figure out a way to work with whatever they have and at least to do the social media component of Go High Level, which is the chatbots. You can do chat or voice even in Go High Level. I don't think it's that great, but so you're providing the AI tools. The Go High Level is your backbone, whatever your white label is called, but let them keep theirs. So, but always keep pitching your CRM on every call. I always show them around live, unless I want to keep it secret, but I don't really care at the moment because I'm doing so much extra that I don't show them so that they understand that like, oh, I'm a roofing business. Like, yeah, hey, did you happen to, what are you doing for review management? Oh, nothing. Oh, cool. Well, look at this. Look over here. Remember, do you see this big button over here that you never touch? Yeah, well, check it out. So you want to make your product sticky so they don't leave. And that's what's good about lead gen done right is they won't leave if they're always making money from your leads. Okay. So back to the chat. Okay. So what's included? AI receptionist, a custom roofing CRM, because that's the target niche, right? So if you're doing home services and you want to do multiple types of home services, you can. Just make sure that when you say the niche, you say home services or give it a better example. The more details you put here, the better the results are going to be. For instance, the problem is answering the phone after hours. So this whole offer is to solve just one problem. If I had added more problems, it would have made the offer better and better. So let's do this. We'll do that now, just to do a totally different niche. I'm going to paste this in here. I'm going to say, okay, now oops, sorry. I'll take the same thing. I'm going to do, okay, let's change direction with a new niche and details. Okay. And it's the same product. We're still selling our AI-powered CRM and the conversational AI. I want to add pricing on here because you do want to think of your pricing. So the pricing is going to be, let's do a one-time all-in pricing. Let's make some money. I know that I could afford to give someone Go High Level and CloseBot and Vapi for $5,000 a year, plus, setup of $1,000, $997, and that they pay all AI and telephony costs. So that'll take the onus off you. And this is a good deal. That's a very good deal. You couldn't get Go High Level. I mean, just Go High Level. So that's a good price. So let's do that price. So now let's do a different niche. Give me a niche. Someone throw a niche out there. First person to do it. Anyone? You can chat it if you want.
Well,
you're right, Andre. So back up one sec. So Andre said the proof is works is in the demo. That's a great point, guys. This self-selling demo that we made you, it puts a smile on clients' faces every single time, and it is proof that it works because you just showed it to them. Did it make more money? Well, yeah, because they're going to pay you to get it for them. So it's working because they called you and want to know more about it. So that's one great thing, Andre. Thank you about the self-selling demos. Is you're hands off and it wows them and then schedules an appointment. It's fantastic. It's exactly what they want for their business. It's the same thing. So that is a great point. The proof is in the demo. I'll put that in there. I'll add that to the mix. All right. But let's change it up. What was the name of the niche? I'm sorry. Who said something? Anyone?
I said dental.
Which one?
Dental.
Okay. The owner is going to be Dana. So some problems are answering hours after the phone, dealing with too many callers at once.
These guys use Excel.
Okay. I am still using Excel, MS Excel for my client list. I can't. Those are good. Those are three. Don't overwhelm them, but those are good ones. Okay. So the path, I'm not going to change the path. The path is here. So there's the price here. The proof, I'll add that here. I'm going to say proof. I'm going to say come up with examples I can use. I mean, you'll have to replace your own, but let's see what this does. Okay, so we have a price, dental, Dana. You could add more to this, obviously, this prompt, but this should work. And the whole point is we're selling our CRM to the different niche. So it enables you to, move around. You lose focus, I suppose, but there we go. Missed calls after hours. So here's the problems that we gave it. So they're going to save time, which makes for a happier life. Multiple callers at once overwhelms the team. That's emotional right there, and financial. This is financial. This is all financial and emotional, and even relationships with their team. The solution is our virtual assistant. You can see a pattern. What we're learning and what I'm showing you guys is all the same technology, just bundled in a way that sounds cool, and you understand how to do it for that niche. And it isn't that easy. I mean, it looks easy because we've been doing this so much, but it's still magic to people, folks. This is magic to the average person still. No question about it. So here's what's included. Here's the pricing. No, that's wrong. So it's not a $5,000 setup fee. Whatever. It's easy to change. So I would do this. So watch, here's it. So I'll copy that chunk. So proof it works. Obviously, you're going to want to not use the fake proof, but it'll put examples. Here's the special. So the 3-month AI call analysis, look, it came up with this nonsense. I didn't make this up, but you could do this because I show you guys how to do lead scoring. You guys could make some sort of complex workflow to look through all their clients' message histories or whatever they want to input and do something. So the special offers, you can come up with these all day long, right? I don't even have anything in here about predictive analytics and lead scoring. Do they care about that, the dentist? I don't know, but I do know that those are cooler. They're just more robust leads where the smart dentist will want to use that data, right? So, but that's not even in this offer, and it's still a good offer. So the special part here is great. So what about a guarantee? So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to say this needs to be reverse prices because this is wrong. This chunk, and I'm going to say now put this in a new workspace. Put this in a new workspace. Okay. Cool. So it just makes it a little neater. And then what's cool is now that I'm in this chat, I can start building my self-selling demo with this chat. I could paste an example to self-selling demo that I gave you and say, okay, take this prompt for Vapi and redo it for me, right? So you just build off of this offer sheet conversation and just keep building and building and building and building and building the convo, and it will remember all this stuff. It's getting better at remembering further back, too. It's great. This is fantastic. Even gave you a call to action here. But this is, I used all these techniques I'm showing you to build the live masterclass offer. And it works. It doesn't need to be a huge, gorgeous website to sell this stuff. It helps, but everyone's got a gorgeous website. It's what can you do for them? I'd much rather see a video of the person that's going to work with me at the top, like a Loom video. Hey, I'm Tanzila. Nice to meet you. I'm do this. I'm gonna do that. Just click below. The Russell Brunson thing. Like that works. You just got to have the guts to get in on camera and do it. But I know those. I mean, I don't do it in my masterclass, but I'm all over the place with my videos. That helps too. So, hope this is helpful. Is this helpful stuff, folks? Yeah, cool. So I'll share this. I'm going to put this in. So, by the way, so I added you all to a Google Drive. Let me show you some of this stuff. So I added to this a lot. I don't know if I like the layout, but I'm putting the classes here by date and time. And they're all already, the 3 of them are up, the whole class. The live case studies, like I said, as I clean them up, I'll put them in here, the different ones I've been working on with you folks. And then the links, I've got a lot of other links. So here's a Google Drive link. So I invited you guys. I'll turn this on. I invited you all to this link here via your emails that you gave me. So you have to agree, you have to get permission back. I haven't checked my emails recently. If you have done that, I will do that right after class though. Okay. So you'll have access to here because what I want to do is, here, one second. I want to put that Google Sheet in here that we were just working on. So you have it here too. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So once you're in this masterclass folder, you'll have access to this stuff here. So the self-selling prompt is the sweet prompt that we'd use. This is a beauty here. You can just pop it into ChatGPT to rewrite it for you, as we talked about, right? And you also have access to. I made these slides with my buddy ChatGPT. I'm not using them directly, but it's good knowledge, and I am showing it to you a step at a time. So we still haven't talked some of the higher level stuff, which would be done in this here. So we didn't do any math, right? So now let's do some math. There's 2 pricings in here. Let me get rid of this. Clear row. Okay. So creating an offer. So let's make a new one. We'll call it ROI, return on investment. So let's do so we're gonna do return on investment. And this is where the calculator kind of comes into play. And it doesn't come into play exactly, but I'm going to use some of the math from here to do something to show y'all to sell. So you're talking to your client, you're going to say, okay, the cost of my package is $5,000 plus $1,000 setup, so it's $6,000, right? That's $6,000. So the cost is $6,000. So we want to see how much money they could make and how much it offsets it by here. So I'm going to say, I'll move this over here. Okay, so let's do this. I'll do average price of product or service. So like product, if they're selling something or if they're offering something, dental, roofs, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay. Then you have the how many, so this would be how many people on a list. You could do something like how many after hours calls per month. I would also do how many missed calls during the day. Some people say I don't miss any. Okay, cool. But how fast you respond to them, right? And then you could even ask website traffic. And I'll do a formula to maybe help with that. So you could ask them this, right? So let's say that they're doing roofing and they're going to make like $15,000, $12,000 per roof, high ticket. Okay. So how many after hours calls will they miss a month? I don't know, maybe one a day. Okay. Well, that's 30, right? How many calls you miss during the day? None. Okay, tough guy. None. Let's do that, right? Now, his call answering is going to be different than ours, and he'll see that because of the after hours answering. It's a good in. So website traffic, he may say, I don't know, 1,000 people a month. So let's do this: 1,000 people times a good rate to interact with anything would be like 0.02%, like tiny percentage, but it could add up. I don't know, that's 20 people out of 1,000. Okay. It'll add up. Watch. Okay. So this section is okay. So then you're going to say, what is your conversion close rate? Now, honestly, I'm having people say 80%. 3% is good. Okay, so let's do 3%. And I'll make this a percent. Oop. 3%. Okay. All right. So now, how many times do they buy per month? Oh, sorry. I got to reverse these. So a second. Do they buy per year? In this case, it'd just be one. And let me move this around real quick. It's going to bother me. Okay. Now, so we have our cost up here. So I'm going to move this over here. Cost of my offer, $6,000, which is 5K plus 997 setup. If it was 497 a month for 12 months, that's more than 5K. So it's like giving them 10 months essentially. So that's another way to look at it. It's 10 months free. It's 10 months of the go high level premium plan. Plus they're getting CloseBot and Vapi and all that stuff. So as you sell, just know that that's why this is a good solid price. And as you get better at scaling with VAs and automations to onboard people, that's when you can start making good money. Right? All right, cool. So now let's do our calculation here. All right, let me think about this. So what was the math? Okay, so equal sum. I want to find out how many calls are they missing. So I want to do the sum of these three things. And I want to times it by the cost. And I want to times it by how many times a year do they buy? Right? Oop, let's see. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oops. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, sorry. Why is that wrong? Like an idiot. Equal sum this. Okay, so leads 50 per month that you're going to answer with your AI. Leads converted. Leads per month. Leads converted with this 3% rate. I'm going to do equal sum. This times this. Okay. What the hell? I feel like I was retarded about this stuff. Why is it not doing? Why is it not? Oh, here we go. Equals. Jeez. Sum. Goodness gracious. Okay. So that's 180. That's not accurate. Sorry, guys. Oh, I did this wrong. My bad. Okay. Equals sum. My bad. Sorry. I want to do 50 leads times 3%. Okay. So that's 1.5 leads per month it's going to convert. So potential revenue amount clearly is going to be the average price of their product or service times how many leads are converted, right? That's $18,000. So now the cost of the, here, I'll move this down here. Move this up here. 1.5 leads, 1.5 new sales per month, right? It's a lot of money, folks. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for $5,000. It's a lot of money. So look, so here's the cost of your offer, right? So you're going to say, what is the ROI? It's going to be, I think it's 6,000 divided by 18,000. I always forget. I wasn't very good at math. Yeah. Just, it's not 33%. That's 300%. So that's wrong.
It's the other way around. So it's 300.
Yeah, the math is wrong, right? C22 divided by C24. Yeah. So if you could deliver even half of this all day long to your clients, it's printing money. Every dollar they spend with you, you're going to give them $3 back. So even if you fudge these numbers and I don't get that many calls, I get 10 calls, whatever. I mean, some clients are not going to be worth it. This is, this is a small business. So you'll limit yourself if you're going for businesses that do under like 500K or $1 million a year. One way to cut out the chaff of low ticket sales and not getting clients and not paying the bills is literally cutting off people, potential clients at least, that you're pitching to that don't have the revenue to pay you. It's not worth the effort. So don't be afraid to weed out the people. Even make a form. Does your business do more than $1 million a year? No, sorry. Use our affiliate program. Maybe a done do-it-yourself offer, right? You could offer a do-it-yourself offer on your affiliate plan. So let's add that in here. So on the offer, and I'm going to do, so there's going to be a downsell on this offer, a do-it-yourself white label GHL account, GHL SaaS, just traditional SaaS play. Okay. So you don't do this in your offer. You do this if they say no, but it's one way for you to still get them in your system. They're going to say, okay, I'll do it myself. How much? You're going to go, oh, no problem. It's $497 a month. Right. You can charge less if you don't want to lose them, but if it's canceled anytime, free trial, it's a little more palatable for some people. And then a lot of people get in there and they're going to say, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me out? You'd be like, sure. How about you pay for how about you do this plan? You'll get the year up front, the whole year, just like Russell Brunson does it, right? Cool. So that's how you calculate ROI. And frankly, if you can, and let's show example. So this is $100. Let's say this is a $500 item. It's not a great ROI, but let's say that it's something that they buy 3 times a year, right? And let's say that their conversion rate is pretty good. It's a cheap service, pest control maybe, and they're closing 18%. This needs to be a percent. That wasn't right. So be careful on this one, folks, because that will be some pretty good ROI there. So that's okay. Not the best ROI. But, oh, wait a minute. I did this wrong, folks. This math is wrong. Here's why. This is a one-time fee they're paying you. This is 12 months. So I got to time C22 times 12. It is a zero-brainer when you use a calculator like this. So if I go back to this one, which is $12,000, and it was one time a year and 3%. Let's see what that is. I mean, it's crazy. If you have a set it and forget it system that's working to get just their after hours missed calls, and you can build a good enough nurture sequence, follow-up sequence, all the stuff you learned doing Go High Level with a low conversion ratio, but this is not unheard of. 2.5%, that's considered, the gold standard. But like I said, some clients are saying I do 80%, like lawyers. Okay. And what's your average case? I'll make $700,000. So, I mean, clearly, so what happens? So here's a good point. So what happens when you have a client that's just crushing it, or a niche that's crushing it, and the ROI is almost obscene? That's obscene. That's like stealing. Well, there's one answer, and you raise your price. Right? So, good stuff. Let's add a comma separator in here. I don't even know how to do that. But yeah. Whatever, it's fine. Cool. Does that make sense, folks? I mean, yeah. So let's go back to our $12,000 roofer at 1 times a year at 3%. So this is a really low conversion ratio. Don't forget, you're automating the conversion, so they're not going to have to get on the phone and close the deal necessarily, which is why they claim such high conversion rates, because they're doing the sale, or a really good salesperson. So, there might be a higher close rate with a person, but this is hard to beat on the ROI. It's really hard to beat. At least this is why I'm pitching the after hours angle so much, because I'm learning that it's a great little sub niche for tons of different businesses, where it's really easy to calculate what kind of revenue they're missing. And you're offering a service they just don't do in the daytime. They don't want to fire their receptionist. They have a whole team that does it really well. Well, that's great, because then they can train their bot better. But hope this is sinking in, that I really feel, as you all know, that this is a great product to be selling, which is why I'm teaching it, which is why you're here. Any niche, any part of the world, doesn't matter what you're doing, they all want this, period. So, hopefully this is really helpful for you guys. I'll make sure. So I've shared this website too with you all in the school group. This is shared in the school group. This calculator, I'll add this as a calculator on here, so you know that this is a tool, because it's pretty cool. So feel free to, edit this and use it with your clients. So calculator in here. Whatever. Okay. So feel free to use it with your clients. And, these are unreal numbers, but these honestly, it doesn't seem outrageous. If you can close just a few calls a month, and I know we all believe in our product to believe that we can do better than this, that's a lot of money. So that said, guys, if this is, you do your own numbers for your own agency or your own product, you could see, obviously the cost of the offer wouldn't be in here. This would be how much it costs you to make. But you could see your own return on investment. Oh, I spent this much money on courses. I spent this much money on Go High Level. I'm spending this much money a month on this, that, and the other. You can use this calculator for whatever you want. Cool. All right, let's move on. Does GHL have... We should have a calculator demo. Yeah, you could easily feed in this formula, all these formulas and the numbers, and you could make a voice bot do this. You could. Totally. You could literally take this here and go, okay, let's try it. Let's try it. So if I go to CloseBot and I go, write me a voice AI, a prompt for Vapi.ai that will act as a calculator so my clients can see their return on investment when they buy my product. Here is an image from Excel with a formula. So I'll even do it differently. Show you how crazy this thing is. I'm actually gonna do. Here, I want to click out of this. I want to click off this. Watch this. It's crazy. I'm gonna do this. Oh wait, it's not $50,000. Let me change this. It's $5,000. See, look at this crazy return on investment. I'm gonna paste this formula in here so I can see it. Wait, I want to paste it in as formula. Okay. So now I'm going to take a picture of all of this with the numbers and the letters on it. I'm going to copy this screenshot. Now, I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to guess it will. Paste. Okay. Shut up. Dang. Wow. Ask the questions. I don't even know if that'll paste into, watch this. So ask the questions one at a time. This prompt needs to work as a text file with no markup, which is how it did this like cool thing here, I think, with no markup. It's going to rewrite it. See? Jeez. Crazy. All right, so let's try it. So I'm going to go to Vapi. And I'll go to assistants, and I'm going to make a new assistant. And I'm going to say ROI calculator. Okay. And I'll do 4.0. I know it's a little more expensive, but we're worth it, right? All right, paste this puppy in here. So I'm going to say, welcome to. So let's do this. This is the intro message. Welcome. So welcome to the AI, to the AI accelerator ROI calendar. Rater ROI, the AI accelerator ROI calculator. Ready to get started? Yeah, we'll have a question, right? So roll. This wasn't written perfectly, so I'm going to slightly change this. I'm going to say you will help rather than I'll. You will help. Let me rewrite this so it knows it's not doing it perfectly. So I'm going to say, please rewrite this so it is a prompt for the assistant AI, comma, not me. There we go. Perfect. Nice. All right. Copy that as is. Go to Vapi. Stuff's gold, folks. No one's doing this yet. Dang. So it puts in markup like this. That was bold. That's just fine. Okay. So let's see what happens. Get a better voice. Paying for 11 Labs. I might as well use 11 Labs voice. That's fine. Sarah's fine. All right. Let's see what it does.
Welcome to the AI Accelerator ROI Calculator. Ready to get started?
Yeah, let's go.
Great. What is the average price of your product or service?
The average price of my product or service is $12,000.
Thank you. How many after-hours inquiries do you receive per month?
Probably one a day. max, maybe 2.
All right, let's go with 1 per day, which would be approximately 30 after-hours inquiries per month. How many calls do you miss during business hours?
We don't miss any calls.
That's great to hear. How much website traffic do you get per month?
Not that much, maybe 1,000 people.
Thanks for sharing that. How many times does a typical customer buy per year?
Just once. We're a roofing company.
Understood. What is your average conversion close rate in percent?
3%.
Got it. That's a 0.03 conversion rate. Let's calculate your estimated ROI. 30 after-hours inquiries, plus 0 missed calls, plus 1,000 website traffic, 1030. 1030, that's 0.03 equals 30.9. 30.9.
Hey, you're hallucinating. Say that again. Just give me the ROI number, the exact number and percentage.
I apologize for the confusion. Let me recalculate and then provide you with the exact numbers. 1, $12,000.
No, don't repeat the formula to me. Just do the calculations in your head and give it to me, please.
Certainly, let me recalculate and give you the exact numbers. Leads per month equals 30 after-hours inquiries, plus 0 missed calls, plus 1,000 web.
All right, it didn't like it, so it's not working great. But here's the thing. I know that's going to be messed up because it needs this. It needs this formula in here, right? Because I did a formula for this number. It didn't. I said 1,000, not 20. So formula equals that. So I'm going to do this. Website. Website leads at 2% conversion. Okay, so that I'm gonna do this for, so this I'll keep this at 1,000, and then I'll make this equal some. It's this times 0.0. Yeah, 0.02. Okay, that's better. So let me get rid of that. Okay, do I have any other formulas in here? No other formulas, no other formulas. Okay, so now let's tweak the prompt a bit. I'm going to say, I do not want you to repeat the formula back. Or it. I don't know what's right, whatever, it. I don't want it to repeat the formula back. I want it to say, please wait a second. Just return the ROI as a percentage. Okay. It was definitely hallucinating. So what we'll do is we'll turn down some settings, I think, to make that not happen.
You know, Josh, I'd simplify this. I'd just remove the website traffic and just set this
Right.
up as a missed call. Let's just say average client value, missed calls per week, average close rate, bingo. And just give you, this is what we can save you with the, with your voice.
All right, I'm down with that.
Just keep it just more
I'm
simple.
totally
like
down with that, dude.
Yeah, just this example, and it's just going to show them right on the demo call at the end of the demo call.
Yeah. No, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. All right, cool. Thank you.
And then the missed call text back calculator that we had with high level, it would calculate like our charge per month, what we're charging per month, and what's left on the table. So this is what you'd gain, and this is what we cost. Just so they have the comparable. Yeah.
Okay.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. I was trying to fix it. Sorry, I'm trying to do things at once, bro. Hold on. Make sure this works. Okay.
Like the answer is what we left on the table. We
I understand.
charge per month.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, dude. I'm not going to do that right now. Sorry, dude.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to do this math. I'm sorry, dude. So that's not a lot of sales if they only miss one call a day. It's barely a sale a month, but it is nevertheless 2 sales in 3 months, right? So it's a long-term play. Still a great ROI. Okay, sorry, Andre, what were you saying?
No, yeah, because for it to make
I know
sense
the
for
miscalled text back calculator from Go
yeah,
High
yeah,
Level.
yeah.
Right.
But it's no, just in the response for it to make sense for them. It's just to say, okay, you left this amount on the table.
That's true.
You know, we charge $6.97 with AI, blah 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 blah, whatever, and here's your ROI. You know.
Okay, so let's give it the right data. Okay, I'll say here is a new spreadsheet image. Please use it. And add in a part after the calculation about how much money how much money they are leaving on the table every month. Table every month and over 1 year. Okay. So obviously, if you do sell and they're like, okay, it's for a year, then what? Honestly, if they stay with you for that long, just charge them the monthly fee and keep going. So it's all gravy. Wow. All right, let's try this one. Okay. Oop. You are an ROI calculator. Reminds me of Fight Club. Remember that? You are his left kidney or something. Has anyone seen Fight Club? Great movie. Cool. All right, let's call this puppy.
Welcome to the AI Accelerator ROI Calculator. Ready to get started?
Yeah, let's get started.
Great. What is the average price of your product or service?
$12,000.
Got it. How many after-hours inquiries do you receive per month?
Maybe 1 a day.
Understood. So, about 30 after-hours inquiries per month. How many calls do you miss during business hours?
I don't miss calls.
All right, no missed calls during business hours. How much website traffic do you get per month?
Oops. Hold on.
No.
Stop.
No problem.
Stop.
No problem.
Stop.
Take your time.
Remove the question and calculation for website traffic. Disregard it. Okay. Awesome. Cool. Copy that. Vapi it up. Paste it. Paste. Get rid of it'll add like a little thing at the top and the bottom. You should erase that. It beats ChatGPT. All right, let's try it again. And we're going to wrap up.
Welcome to the AI Accelerator ROI Calculator. Ready to get started?
Yes.
Great, let's begin. What is the average price of your product or service?
$12,000.
Got it. How many after-hours inquiries do you receive per month?
Probably 1 a day.
Okay, so that's about 30 after-hours inquiries per month. How many calls do you miss during business hours?
I don't miss any calls. None.
Understood. How many times does a typical customer buy per year?
Oh, once a year at the most. We're a roofing company.
Thank you for that information. What is your average conversion close rate in percent?
I'd say 3%.
Thanks for sharing. Please wait a moment while I calculate your ROI. Your estimated ROI is based on your current leads you're leaving on the table every month and over a year. Would you like to take action and stop missing out on—
What are the numbers? Tell me the numbers, stupid idiot.
I apologize for the oversight. Let me
Sorry.
provide you with the detailed numbers. 1 equals after hours calls plus missed calls equals 30 plus 0 equals 30. 2 equals leads per month.
You know what? Watch what we're going to do, folks. Watch. I think I know how to solve this in an easier way. Now, this is pricier, but let's see what happens if I go to the turbo cluster. Like a different reasoning. Let me also turn the temperature down and let me invoice. Well, that's hallucinating right there. So let's try this again. And if it doesn't work, it's an interesting thing to know.
Welcome to the AI Accelerator ROI Calculator. Ready to get started?
Yes, let's go.
Great. What is the average price of your product or service?
$12,000.
Got it. How many after-hours inquiries do you receive per month?
30 a month.
Thanks. How many calls do you miss during business hours?
0.
Okay. And how many times does a typical customer buy per year?
Once.
Understood. Finally, what is your average conversion close rate in percent?
3.
Please wait a moment while I calculate your ROI. Your estimated ROI is based on your current leads you're leaving on the table every month and over a year. Would you like to take action and stop missing?
Tell me the number, dude. I need the number. Tell me the ROI number. What's wrong with you? What does it say in your prompt? Does it not tell you to do that in your prompt?
I apologize for the oversight. Let me provide you with the detailed numbers. First, let's summarize the information you provided. Average price of your product or service, $12,000. After hours inquiries per month, 30. Missed calls during business hours, 0. Purchase frequency per year, 1. Conversion rate, 3%, which is 0.03 inches decimal form. Now let's calculate the ROI and other figures. 1 equals after hours calls plus missed calls equals 30 plus 0 equals 30. 2 equals leads per month x conversion rate is 30 x 0.03 equals 0.9.
Boom. Math is right. I'm sorry. Keep going. No, keep going. Sorry to interrupt you. Keep going.
No problem at all.
Keep going. Sorry.
No worries. Let's continue with the calculations. Equals 30 after hours inquiries plus 0 missed calls equal 30. Equal 30 patas 0.03 conversion rate equals 0.9. Equals 0.9 leads converted. X $1 2 0 0 0 price per sale. X 1 purchase frequency per year equals 1 on 0s 8 0 0. Now to calculate the ROI, I need the cost of our product or service. Could you provide that information?
Oh, sure. It's $5,000.
Thank you. Now let's calculate the ROI and money left on the table. 1 is 30, 2 is 0.9, 3 is 0.9 x 1,000, 2000 x 1 is 1,00800, 4 is 1,080 x 12, 5000 x 100 buzz equals 2, 592%. 5 equals 19080.
So the calculation's actually working, but man, is that a messed up flow? All right, I'm not going to waste your guys' time tweaking this, but I'll fix this tomorrow in between classes so you all have access to this prompt. And can you put it in your self-selling demo? Maybe. Be pretty cool, wouldn't it? This is a great example of keep it simple, stupid. So I think the problem is because I just was lazy and pasted this in here, I don't know, because it says cost of offer. I don't know if it would have been better to do this and get the actual text block. But as you can see, the formatting is lost, kind of. But I'll fix this up and get it to you guys. Hopefully you'll find it useful. It's pretty cool. It's all the same stuff. So today was really about, to summarize, we did the calculator. We went over the voice dialer. We did our spreadsheet where we started building an offer. We learned how to do Twilio a little bit to get numbers into Vapi. So we actually did quite a bit today. Good job, folks. We didn't have any case study specifically for a person, but this is pretty cool. Thanks for those who were on the call still that helped throughout the class. Thank you very much. Any questions for today? Thumbs up if it was pretty good. If it was any good. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What I enjoy is doing this in real time with you guys. So I don't know how to do some stuff because I've never done it before. And if I haven't done it before, there's not a lot of people that have, but that's, not accurate for lots of things, right? I look at videos just like you guys do too. Hopefully this consolidation of all that stuff is good. So I'll clean this up. Don't forget to look for your email for the invite to the Google Drive so you could look at the spreadsheet if you want. It's a view-only spreadsheet, so you have to make a copy. And that's it. Thank you for coming, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.